The 10th of December, Weedmaps, the leading e-commerce and software platform for cannabis, announced a definitive agreement and plan to go public with the stock market via SPAC company under the ticker SSPK, making it one of the largest pure care cannabis tech companies. At the time of making this video, investor presentation is not published, so this video might give you information to stay ahead of others. I will do a full video once there is the full presentation published, because I believe this company is actually worth it. Full disclosure, I do own warrants of SSPK and I'm already up by 420%, which is a result of 2 months investment. This is the way I like to trade SPACs. If you want to know more about it, just join my Patreon. The link is in the description and see you there. My opinion on this stock is unbiased because I usually sell warrants in 1 or 2 days after the announcement, and I own it for a trading purposes. So if you hear me saying in the video that I like the company, it is because I really like it and intend to hold warrant for a longer period of time. This video is not investment advice. Always do your own due diligence. I do have to say though, this company might be one of the most interesting cannabis stock that I saw in a long time. Hi guys, this is Money Mike and we are talking today about Weedmaps. So what is Weedmaps? The main front face of Weedmaps business is their website and apps that you can find on weedmaps.com. Here you can see a summary of their products in just one picture. You can see the website, which is the marketplace. You can see the apps, and also you can see their selling point of sales for cannabis industry for what they charge $500 per business. They have more than 18,000 listings and undisclosed potentially subscribed businesses. What you have to understand about Weedmaps is that they are a software company. They don't sell cannabis products, and this is why it is such a huge deal. This is what they sell: point of sale software and hardware, orders solution for cannabis, marketplace for licensed cannabis sellers and buyers. Finally, their full website of information and articles. Simply said, this company is from 2008 trying to empower buyers and sellers of cannabis products. The SSPK, the Special Purpose Acquisition Company, was supposed to be a cannabis stock. While yes, it is in the same category, it is still a software company, which is something absolutely different than many expected. This stock is a technology stock, and that is really the type of stock that I would buy for my high growth portfolio. Let's talk about competitors, because there are not many. I found this website and it looks like Weedmaps is at least twice bigger just by the number of 400 employees than their competitors. Also by comparing their social media, they are far bigger. Here are some of the stats. Weedmaps take over 10 million monthly active users. Over 90% of their users consume cannabis monthly. Over 70% consume daily. And they took these customers and put them against 18,000 businesses, listings, that is brands, retailers, and others. Then we have million of active cannabis shoppers each month, 8 minutes average time spent per session in the Weedmaps app, over 125,000 active deals on Weedmaps every day, 3,000 plus retailers on Weedmaps orders platform, then over 1 million orders placed by customers. They have also 5 million plus application installs on Android, and based on the ratings, even more in App Store. And now listen very carefully, 206,000 subscribers on YouTube is such a huge platform where they can market their idea. I think they're very good in marketing. I come from a marketing sphere and I can say I like what I see. And now why it might be the best cannabis stock we see on the stock market. There are 2 reasons. First reason is that this stock is one of the few cannabis stocks can be traded on NASDAQ. They don't sell plants, and that enables the company to trade on US stocks exchange. Washington will not allow a company to list shares on the exchange if the business touches plant. And the second and biggest reason why I think this might be the best cannabis stock of them all, and why even I am considering to keep warrants that have 420% returns, which is super greedy, but at the same time, maybe not. On one hand, this company is already profitable. They have sales, and if nothing really bad happens, they will do fine. 40% yearly compound growth over the last 5 years is just solid. Let's talk about the upside. Here's the map of legalizations of cannabis. Let's not even focus on the right side of the map. Let's focus just on the left side of the map. Blue color means legal and red color means illegal. Imagine this map on the left will turn blue. Just imagine every other common cannabis company solving plants and health products will suddenly face a huge competition. But the company that built its infrastructure for last 12 years will have no competition or very little competition. Their business will be 10x in no time. But this is a big if. This map could never turn blue, or it could take 20 years. But the potential is here. It is a bet when you have a small downside, but a big upside. Obviously, this is just an opinion, and I don't know really well cannabis industry. What I know is a tech stock, and marketplaces are the fastest growing industry. Amazon is a marketplace for sellers. Spotify is a marketplace for music. Shopify is a marketplace. Etsy, Steam is a marketplace for games. All of them became marketplace in the growing markets and are absolutely killing. Marketplaces are not some theoretical businesses. They have margins and it is proven business model. I do think that currently Weedmaps are doing way too many things. At some point, they will probably have to cut off many projects and start to focus on their main source of income. Why I don't care that they are testing waters in other products and projects is because anytime I think they could come back to their core business, which I think and I personally believe that it's marketplace and point of sale subscriptions. By the way, according to the news, the House passed a bill for criminalization on Friday of cannabis, but that is expected to die in the Senate. Do you know what this website actually reminds me of? TripAdvisor. Actually, even visually, just look at the website. Why it reminds me of TripAdvisor? Because both of those companies are trying to be a middleman. They are building a marketplace, bringing customers to their website by providing informational value like reviews, articles, and listing of their product. So if to compare it with TripAdvisor, which is a $4 billion company today, and Weedmaps after the deal should be valued at $1.5 billion, we don't have that many numbers yet about Weedmaps, but what we do know that Weedmaps has grown revenue at a compound annual growth rate of 40% over the last 5 years. Compared to TripAdvisor, their annual growth rate is actually flat, around 0%. TripAdvisor in the last year made 1.5 billion, so their valuation is about 2.5 times the sale. Weedmaps is on the track to deliver 160 million in revenue, which is making their valuation 9 times their sale. So Weedmaps is expensive. You are paying a big premium compared to TripAdvisor, but at the same time, they are growing and TripAdvisor is not for the last 5 years. Not to mention that TripAdvisor is not the best stock during the COVID. TripAdvisor made 350 million EBITDA, while Weedmaps made 35 million in EBITDA for 2020. I personally believe that we might see this stock in the portfolio of ARK investment if they will like this valuation, which obviously you are paying a premium for it now. In the end of the day, this is a tech company, infrastructure type of company with little competition, and right now they're going public, which will give them funding to increase their dominant position. You know, I have to say, after finishing this presentation, I was pretty hyped. But you know what? Without investor presentation, we know nothing about fundamentals other than what I said. On the other hand, imagine these headlines in the news. Weedmaps, the DraftKings for cannabis. Shopify for cannabis. Yeah, that's just crazy. You know what? I think I'm not selling this one. I think this has a real potential to grow. Again, join me on my Patreon to catch deals early as I do. There will be in no time available SPAC mega sheet to see all important informations about SPACs. Link is in the description. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I am heavy on SPACs and I have a feeling that this is just the beginning. And with that, see you guys next time.